So I just got back from my pre-anniversary trip to Nagano, and between the incredible food and sake, and even more amazing people and culture, it reaffirms what I tell my friends who ask me about coming to Japan all the time. If at all possible, you should spend more time outside of Tokyo than in it. And if you don't believe me, I know some anime that can back up my argument pretty well. Konnichiwa, snitches! I'm B, this is Bro Takuza, and these are 5 beautiful anime about life outside the big city of Tokyo. At number 5, Silver Spoon. After the main character Yugo fails the entrance exam for the high school of his choice, he makes a drastic change and decides to enroll at a school in the countryside of Hokkaido, where he encounters the strenuous task of agricultural life while working on a farm. This is a beloved slice of life comedy with a lot of heart and great character development. And it's fitting that Hokkaido is the setting, as this part of the country is known for providing premium food products, particularly dairy products, to the rest of Japan, although I think it would be worth your while to make the trip and get a taste of their wide-ranging cuisine right at the source. With the original manga written by Hiromu Arakawa, who you may remember as the author of Full Metal Alchemist, I promise you'll love these characters, and this 2-season anime might even leave a long-lasting impression. At number 4, Non Non Byori. This anime takes place in Saitama Prefecture, just north of Tokyo, in a very small town with only one school and only one class. The class consists of 5 girls who find companionship in their isolation from the big city, providing some lighthearted slice-of-life enjoyment. The real-life school itself, located near Ogawamachi Station, can be visited since it's no longer in use, and you can see for yourself just how accurately it was recreated for TV. At number 3, Baraka Mole. In this anime, a young, talented calligrapher named Hana, who also happens to be a little too self-absorbed, is exiled from Tokyo to the Goto Island in Nagasaki Prefecture by his father after punching a critic who gave his work a less than stellar review. While the real-life location by which this anime was inspired doesn't offer too much to look at, although the beaches and nature are worth the trip alone, it's what the small town represents that is key to this story. Even in the dead of a 95-degree summer, there is a certain coldness to Tokyo that can really get to you and even get you caught up in its fast-paced, harsh impersonality. But when you start to explore other areas outside the metropolis, you discover a simplicity and honesty that reveals this country's true beauty. And over time, Hana finds that same beauty in the locals, particularly in his interactions with the young first-grader Naru. These encounters alone make this a must-watch. At number 2, the tearjerker classic Hana, the flower we saw that day. Now, if you somehow missed this one, then add it to the top of your watch list right now. The main character is basically a hikikomori, which is essentially a full-time shut-in after he loses touch with his closest friends when one of the members of the group dies unexpectedly. The group is then forced back together to help their dead friend Menma and her soul move on. Now, you might be asking at this point, why would I get inspired by such a heart-wrenching anime? Well, this story, also taking place in Saitama Prefecture, in a mid-sized town called Chichibu, makes for a pretty scenic trip actually, and visiting the locations will only deepen your connection to these extremely well-rounded characters. And at number 1, Sound Euphonium. If you're a tourist planning on making a trip to Japan, then Kyoto should already be on your list of hotspots to visit, and if you're an anime fan, then it should be a given that you should visit the home of the recent tragedy-stricken studio that provided us with so many works of art. This anime in particular, I believe, speaks to the spirit of KyoAni more than ever, as it touches on dealing with the past while pushing to overcome adversity and achieve a better future. This inspiring anime was itself inspired by Uji, a charming town in Kyoto Prefecture with a rich history and scenery that will absolutely take your breath away. Well, those are my picks, and I hope that you guys give these a watch. Let me know which small town anime you would suggest in the comments below. I'll be back very shortly, but until then, sayonara, suckers.